The past 2 weeks have been an absolute blur since my dad's passing, and I'm not sure I'm ready for this, but the day has come and we are heading to LA today, and I need to finish packing my bag. That there is 6 kilos of Tim Tams I'm taking for gifts for all the people that have been so kind and helped us out for this trip. But before we go, we have got some treats for the girls who are staying back at work, who need to pack all the orders that we are hopefully going to take over at Craft Utopia. So Pearl is being my little camera girl here and helping me out as we put these little lolly stations, we call it survival stations, down at the warehouse for the girls while we're away. It is so early. We are catching a very early flight out of Adelaide and we are transiting via Melbourne on to LA. Now, I'm feeling quite overwhelmed about this trip. A lot has happened. I really don't want to leave my family right now, but hey, it's here, it's happening. And I want to try to make the most of this trip if I can, but I'm also worried about the flight. But the flight turned out to be pretty good. We were actually lucky enough to get upgraded on our flight over, and oh my goodness, I cannot be more thankful. But somebody needs to tell my little possum that this is not how we travel, and this is certainly not how she is going to be traveling home. But first, we need to deal with Pearl's hair, because if we don't put this in a plait, it is going to be a giant's bird's nest by the time we land in LA. So the reason we're going on this trip is we're going over to Craft Utopia, which is a big trade event. It's going to be held in Vegas, and we've always flown into LA many a times, but we've never actually stopped. So we decided that this time we were going to have a couple of days in LA to do some sightseeing before we head up to Vegas. So maybe it is exactly what I need. Who knows? But it was a glorious sunrise, and Pearl took these photos in the morning of they look like little snowflakes, ice crystals on the window. She was so excited. She's like, Mum, quick, bring me the camera. I need to take some photos. So that was really cool. So we made it into the States, and all the hype you hear on TV and the media, do not believe it. Everybody was so kind. It was so easy getting through customs. Everyone was just amazing. By the time we landed to get to our hotel, 3 hours. It took so long to get out of LAX. First stop, the American Girl doll shop. I came here about 15 years ago before I had a daughter, and I just loved it. So we were not going to go there, right? And we were not going to buy one. We were just going to there to look. But look at this little girl. This is the doll of 2025. Her name's Summer, and she even has pink glasses like Pearl. How could you not? So this is a little cafe they have in the American Girl doll shop, and you've got the little seats for your little doll to sit, and they've got, look, this one is also Pearl. She plays the piano. So I've agreed to the little cat, and now Pearl is begging for this doll. But first she needs to convince Peter that we can actually get this doll. What do you think? Do you think we got one? Of course we did. Summer is coming home with us. And Pearl has agreed to come down to the warehouse next week when we get home to help pack some orders so she can help pay for her. We need to stay awake now to beat the jet lag. The key to not getting jet lag is staying awake. So we caught this driverless car. I kid you not, there is no driver. You book it on the app. It is so freaky. I've done another whole video about this experience because it was out of this world. We headed down to Santa Monica Pier for sunset, which was actually just like the movies. It was really fun down there, a nice vibe, but we were just so exhausted. We actually ended up only grabbing some dinner, which we had burgers because we're in America. Of course, you've got to have burgers and fries. And we survived day one in LA. And I'm not going to lie, the media did have us a little worried about this trip, but it was absolutely glorious. And I only cried once thinking about my dad. And it was when we were in the driverless car and I was thinking about how excited he would have been to hear about it and see all the pictures. But there you go. The next 2 days we are off to Disney, and I will try to take some more little videos so you can come on this journey with us. And that's before we head up to Vegas for showtime, and then we'll get back to all the crafty content. Thanks for watching, guys. Till next time. Bye.